Moving on to the monitor module diagram, which contains the in studio monitoring assignments and controls. The control room monitor is the volume control for the studio speakers, not the volume of what is on the air. Remember, that is controlled by the slide fader and shown on the VU meter. The control room monitor controls how loud or soft the announcer wants to hear the broadcast in the studio. The control room headphone monitor controls the volume of the operator's headphones. To select which source of audio is heard through the control room speakers and headphones, the operator would use the control room monitor and headphone input source. This source generally doesn't change from the on air feed, but sometimes a different source is needed temporarily. In this example, program would be selected to hear the raw, unprocessed audio from all active program buses on the board. If audition was selected, the raw, unprocessed audio from all active audition buses would be heard in the speakers and headphones. The same would be true for the auxiliary or offline buses if selected. Most consoles and headphones will be monitoring the on air external input to hear the on air process signal that is heard outside the studio. Monitoring this external input would alert you if the station ever went off the air because you are essentially listening to the radio like any other listener. Some consoles offer additional external inputs like at KANW, where we can monitor both the KANW FM audio and KANW2 audio in each control room. Some control rooms are accompanied by a separate adjoining studio for talk shows or multiple microphone applications. In that setup, the master control console would also have a studio monitor, which controls the volume of the secondary studio speakers, and a studio monitor and headphone input source, which controls which audio source is heard through the secondary studio speakers and headphones. The Q monitor controls the volume of the external Q speaker. The switchable meter input source selects which signal level is displayed on the switchable meter's digital bar graph meter that we mentioned in the VU meter diagram. The timer control acts like a stopwatch and controls the timer with start, stop, reset, and hold functions. When it is in auto mode, the timer will reset and begin counting up when a remote start button is activated on a non microphone pot. Some other bells and whistles you may come across on the board are an input mode selection indicated by the yellow L and R buttons on this slide. This function puts the pot in stereo, left, right, or mono mode. The image control is the yellow knob in the second picture, which can balance or pan the pot's audio output to the left, right, or center.